Program is Mark Faree sitting in for Jason Parkin, but Jackie, you are familiar with the person we're going to be chatting with here. Chavelle Rice is here from Plaza Dental because it's time for great smiles.
Yeah.
They did some great work on your teeth.
There's something about a great smile to me. I just love seeing people smiling, being proud of their mouths, and as we're heading into a new year, a resolution might be to get some work done in your mouth, possibly.
Absolutely, and there's so many different things that we can do and so many different things that will help make you feel better about yourself. I know that's one of the biggest things that I look at is someone's smile, and when someone smiles at you, you want to smile back.
Right.
And I know a lot of people are self-conscious about their smile, so doing something to help them build confidence in their self is really important.
What's the easiest thing that somebody could do?
The easiest thing that someone could do is probably brighten their smile or whiten their smile, and there's several different ways to do that. So depending on how severe or not severe the color of your teeth are, there's different options that is available. So custom fit bleaching trays, which is just simple impressions, and then we would make trays to put whitening gel in, and you wear it for an hour a day for a couple weeks. Can brighten your smile by several shades. For the people who want a quick fix and not want to wait 2 weeks, you can do in-office whitening called Zoom, and that way you can actually walk out of the office with a brighter smile.
Which one did you have done?
I've done both. So I've done.
You've done both.
I've done the Zoom, and then I have the trays to do follow-up treatments. Like I was saying, I've been drinking a lot of coffee and tea, getting through the wonderful cold season, you know. But then your teeth sometimes suffer from that, so you can just pop in a tray and.
Yeah.
And go back to having some nice white teeth.
Exactly, and that is the nice thing, is that with our Zoom whitening, we do give you that maintenance kit. So then, you know, for our daily habits like drinking coffee or tea or pop, you can maintain the brightness. You know, after a couple months, you know, if you tend to lean back to a darker shade, you can always brighten it up or touch it up later.
Yeah, which is perfect if you're getting ready to head out to a party or something like that. You're good to go in an hour.
Exactly, and it doesn't necessarily take the 2 weeks to whiten with the trays after you do Zoom. It may only take 1 or 2 treatments to brighten it up. Yeah, which is really nice. Yeah. Now, for people who have maybe some developmental type of stain, so staining that's not necessarily caused by coffee or tea, maybe something that was developed maybe when they were younger or when they were born, we do have something called core whitening. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but it's a little bit more of an intense treatment. It might take multiple in-office treatments, but that'll help for severely stained teeth.
Do all these processes, do they use the same basic formula to get your teeth white?
No, it's slightly different. So the ones that you would take home, the custom fit trays, aren't as intense as the Zoom or the core. And then depending on each person, their sensitivity level might be slightly different. So we have different percentages of the whitening gel that we can use, so people aren't necessarily as sensitive as others.
Got it.
And if you're super sensitive, they have this paste that you can brush your teeth with for a couple of weeks that helps take that away.
Oh,
so
really?
They can work with every individual depending on what your needs might be.
Yes, so it's very customized.
All right, so the whitening of your teeth, that's an easy one.
That's the easy fix.
Okay, what else could you do?
Depending on what the patient's looking for, I mean, if you're talking about wanting a quicker fix, but you want everything to be like Hollywood smile, we're talking maybe veneers. For people who are missing teeth, that can be really self-conscious. People tend to hide their smile and not want to show it off. The doctors do implants, and then there's also straightening of the teeth. So Invisalign or 6-month smiles, you know, if you have a little crowding or crookedness, we can do those types of braces, invisible braces, to help straighten things up. So it's not necessarily for adults. It can be for teens or preteens as well. Women, men tend to be very interested in wanting a nice bright smile. I think a lot of the times we think, you know, it's just the women that want to look pretty or nice, but, you know, men.
Now, what do you say to people that say, well, I had braces when I was a kid and now I'm an adult and I don't need to have braces again? What would you tell them?
You know, a lot of times as a kid we don't really appreciate or value having straight teeth or going through the braces. At the time, I know for me, I didn't wear my retainer, you know, after the braces process, and so things tend to shift back to where they were before. That it's really, I mean, the technology that we have now with clear braces, it's almost impossible to tell that you have them in, and it doesn't affect your speech. I mean, you might sound like you have a little bit of a lisp at first, but you get used to it and you function well with it, and it's really easy, and it's a lot better than the metal traditional braces that they probably remember when they were a kid.
So Jackie, you had yours on for how long?
It's called 6 month smile, but I think I had mine on half the time, maybe 3 months.
3 or 4 months.
But
yeah.
I did the same thing. You know, I had braces 4.5 years, and I'm like, I'm never gonna have to do this again. But I didn't wear my retainer, didn't do what I should have done, and things shifted. And it's just like something so simple could just even things out, and it affected my entire mouth, not just my teeth that I wish were straighter, but my whole mouth just closes easier because everything was aligned better. So it's amazing what a little adjustment can do. And like you said, you could hardly even tell I had them in.
And your quality of life, I think, improves as well. I mean, you can chew better, or for people who are missing teeth to then have implants placed and be able to actually chew on their back teeth just makes enjoying food so much better.
Now, a lot of these processes sound like great. I would love to do it, but man, that sounds like a lot of cash. Exactly.
Yes.
And yes, we're heading into the new year, so people are probably going to get a little kickback from tax returns and things like that. But is there a way of making it easier on people?
Yes, there's actually several different ways. Like our office does different payment options. There's also outside financing companies. One in particular is Care Credit that patients can apply for, and then they can spread out their payments into like up to 60 months, so 5 years to pay it off. So that is convenient, and we do try to work with everybody.
And saying the ladies at the office are absolutely wonderful. So if you call them and let them know what your insurance is, they'll work with you in 2 seconds. It's amazing.
Great. Now, if people want to get some more information about what Plaza Dental has to offer, what's the easiest way?
The easiest way would be to visit our website at dmsmiles.com, or you can give us a call at 515-612-7148.
Now, if people are wanting a last-minute fix before the New Year's is over, are you guys open today, or are you looking to make appointments into 2015?
We actually are open today for part of the day, but we're ready to schedule in 2015.
Perfect.
There you go.
Yes.
Well, wonderful. Well, Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
9:20. We'll be back. This is Great.